in the car for I'm going to get out the car. He lay back the seat real quick. I'm just eating all this information up. I'm a little mannish anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just listening to it. I said, what? He did what? She said, yeah, I'm getting ready to leave one day. He leaned back in the car real quick before you get out. I'm going to give you 5 to 7 minutes. I said, just 5 to 7? She was like, yeah, I went to his house, you know, I jump up on the counter, tell him, you know, come over here, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, I said, you a little nasty or something, ain't you? She said, yeah, so if that's what he want to do, I'm going to let him do it. I said, okay. I said, but he ain't smashed, though. He ain't smashed. She said, nah. I said, well, what? I said, well, what happened with y'all? This was the move right here. I ain't finna keep messing with him. I said, why? I told him I was moving. He didn't want to help me move. You over here helping me move. I ain't never met you before. You over here, and then you helping me put my bed together. And then here come the punchline right here. She said, if I'm going to be giving anybody something, it's going to be the person who helped me move and put my bed together. I said, well, wait a minute. That escalated pretty fast. I said, dang, not you letting me know, you know what I'm saying, you want to give me something because I done helped you move and put your bed together. I said, that's crazy. So she meant what she said. Because the next day when I come over here to get that meal, she was most definitely trying to turn me into a meal. I said, this is crazy. So we go in the bed, right? We're going to the bedroom. I'm going to the bedroom. She get that, I pick up out there. I said, man, what is it? I said, no. Literally, y'all think I'm playing. I go back and forth with this woman for about 45 minutes to an hour telling her, no. So eventually my brain, I give in, right? Let me just put the dip in. Let me see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on real quick, right? So we end up messing around, right? I ain't gonna go into details of that because I'm on TikTok. So we end up messing around. I go back to the apartment, I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That day was over with. After that, we ended up going bowling. Y'all finna be familiar with this story, or what? Some of y'all may be familiar with the part I'm finna tell y'all. But first and foremost, commercial break me, please. Y'all do me a favor real quick. If you ain't already following me, hit the follow button. Pow! Hit the follow button and double tap that screen. I need everybody to double tap the screen. There's 1,800 people on here. Double tap the screen, and if you ain't already following me, hit the follow button. Double tap the screen, and if you ain't already following me, hit that follow button. If you ain't already following me, if you ain't already following me, hit that follow button. Oh, this story finna get lit. I didn't know I was gonna give in. I wasn't gonna never get out of there. I didn't know I was giving in. I wasn't gonna get up out of there. Look. Check this out though. So that's where it got crazy. So I come to the house, I go to sleep, boom, you know what I'm saying? I got a little situation going on at the time. Y'all heard me say after that I had the box truck. So this woman told me that she wanted to go bowling, you know what I'm saying? So we go bowling. While we bowling, I started recording the bowling. When I recorded the bowling, it was on Snapchat. On Snapchat, I was trying to save the snap. I don't know what I had going on. I accidentally posted the snap. So when I posted the snap, the little situation I was in at the time, it wasn't 30 seconds, it seemed like. The snap was, listen, it wasn't 30 seconds. I get a Snapchat. Enjoy your date or whatever. So when I see that, I'm looking at the phone looking at me, and the phone looking at each other, and I said, how in the world did she see that? So I asked the girl, I said, did you post me? She was like, nah. I said, you done took some pictures of me. I said, you sent something to somebody or somewhere. What? I said, did you? She was like, no. So I'm trying to figure out how in the world my little sneaky link at the time done figured out that I was at the bowling alley. Because they hit me and told me what bowling alley I was at. They followed me. They got something on my phone. I said, wait a minute. So I go to my Snapchat. When I go to my Snap, I see I done accidentally posted the snap. enough, it was innocent because at the time I was single. But I'm trying to keep down confrontation. So guess what? All heck break loose. A couple days after that, I get into it with the person. I end up having to send the person to jail. I ain't going into all of that conversation because y'all already know that conversation. But that's where a lot of this stemmed from. So I tell this girl who was in love with me. I left out something too. Rewind this. During this encounter, when this woman didn't want to let me leave her house, while I was dropping pig, this woman told me she was in love with me. This woman told me she loved me during the encounter. After meeting me, helping her move, fixing me some food, telling her homegirls it was love at first sight. During the encounter, this woman tell me in my ear that she loved me. True story. So let me get back up to speed. So when all of this happened, I basically get put out of an apartment that belonged to me. Not only that, the truck at the time that belonged to me ended up getting chalked as well. So the girl who was in love with me, she tell me, if you need somewhere to stay until you get straight, you can come stay with me. Now, I wasn't even going to address the police situation, but now since we're here, we got 2,000 people. Do me a favor real quick. If you ain't already following me, hit the follow button and double tap that screen. Pow, pow. Hit the follow button and double tap the screen. There's 2,000 people on here. There's 2,000 people on here. Look, I'm gonna address that situation just because everybody bringing up the police situation. Now I'm gonna address this situation, but I'm gonna talk to the women when I do it, right? I'm talking to the women. So I'm in this little situation at the time, and this person that I'm in the situation with, they started confessing their feelings for me. They started talking about this and they started talking about that, and I finally got frustrated. When I got up out of the bed, I'm looking at them, they looking at me, we looking at each other, and I pretty much told that person, that ain't what I'm on. That ain't what I want to do. That ain't the type of time I'm on. I said, not only that, I'm a little frustrated anyway. Didn't mind being in the space. I said, but I'm a little frustrated. You know why? Because I don't want to pay the rent over here. I'm the one. This is my fun. I said, all this stuff is mine, but I'm feeling kind of controlled, and you dictating the situation because you know that your name is on the lease. So at that point, this person reached and hit me in the jaw. When she reached and hit me in the jaw, she then walked up on me. And as she was walking up on me, she was like, yeah, now what? What? Now what? Yeah, what? Now what? So when that happened, my brain was saying, this person is trying to get me to throw away my freedom. Not only throw away my freedom, this person is trying to get me to throw away my platform. Because not only as a man, but as a black man, the minute I would have responded to that, because of my platform, because of what I've been through, because of everything that I have going on, guess what the black community would have done on social media? All it would have took for this girl to say is, oh, he jumped on me and did this and that. I told y'all he ain't this. And every black woman on TikTokville, on TikTok community, would have dragged me through the mud and said, I knew he was a woman beater, did this and that. So what I did off the muscle was, I pulled out my phone and I started recording. And when I started recording, I said, you leave me no choice. She said, what you talking about? I said, I got to call the police on you. I called the police on and I sent to the jail. Just like any woman on here who's saying, oh, you was wrong for that. If a man put his hands on you, if my mama called me right now and said, man, put the police on. If my sister said, I'm going to say the same thing. If my daughter ever said, it's going to be a bigger issue, but he's going to jail. So as a black man I don't understand how you would even fix your mouth and say, I was wrong. Do you not see what I've built? Do you not know I did 10 years in prison? Not only did I do 10 years in prison, I was in and out of jail from the age 15 all the way up to the 18. And since we on here, let's talk about it real quick. When I went to jail the first time, I did 5 months and 5 days. You know what I went for? Because I broke in somebody's house. We stole $1,500. I got out, stayed out a couple of months. I went right back in. Guess what I did? I did 10 months. What I did the 10 months for? Because we were still in call. When I got out, I went back again. Guess what I went for? Attempted murder. Shot a man 3 times with an AK-47. 1 in the arm, 1 in the back, and 1 in the butt. I did a year on the nose. I went in 2000. I went in November 16, 2005. Got out November 16, 2006. Stayed out a couple of months, for the people who don't know. Stayed out a couple of months and got arrested again July 27, 2007. I went back to jail for special aggravated robbery, special aggravated kidnapping, first degree premeditated murder, 3 counts of felony murder, and then on that, I escaped out of jail September, I think the 24th, and I had an additional escape charge. For everybody who knew on the line, This is my life. This is a real newspaper clipping right here. And everything that I just told you, it's a true story. And if you want to read it, the link is in the bio. Go to jtb3.org. Go support the kid. And for the ones who was on here doing all that free ball talking, you go back to jail for who? Go back to jail for who? Go back to jail. Go back to jail for who? But look, let me get back to the story real quick. Okay, so boom. So all this happened with the bowling alley, all this old stuff. My stuff get took, my truck get took, boom, boom, boom. The girl hit me up and said, if you need somewhere to stay, you can come and stay over here. So I said, you know what? That was I'm gonna do that. So I go back, I go to this girl's house, right? All my stuff get threw away. Majority of my clothes get threw away. This girl family come in my apartment and take my stuff. They take my her mama come over and take my laptop. So all my stuff is gone too. So while I'm over this woman's house, listen to what I'm going to tell you. While I'm over this woman's house, it did not seem like she cared about what I was going through mentally. It seemed like the only thing that she cared about was trying to get this right here. And that's all she wanted to, what she wanted to do. She wanted to go out. She wanted to be on my live. She wanted to take pictures. She wanted me to post stuff. She wanted me to do this. The whole time it seemed like the only thing she was on was either trying to get on my social media or get, I was like, what? I'm paying attention to all of this stuff, right? I see what's going on. I was like, man, and I had so much going on at the time. I'm not processing all my information correctly. At this point, I'm really trying to rest my brain, trying to rest my head. So one day we sitting on the couch. She hadn't asked me, was I okay yet? She hadn't asked me how I was doing mentally. She wasn't asking me how I was dealing with the situation. Only thing she trying to do is go out to eat and kick it and do this and do that and do this and do that, right? So we sitting on the couch one day, and as we sitting on the couch, she on the computer. She turned the computer, and as she talking, she say, would you buy these for me? Buy what? She turned. It was either her phone or the computer, because I'm pretty sure her homegirl on her, so I want to state the facts right. Because I asked her before, I said, I wonder what you be telling your homegirl about me. So if her homegirl on her right now, her homegirl about to hear how homegirl was operating. So she turned, it was either her phone or her laptop. And when she turned it, I see some $1,200 Louis. It ain't been 4 days, homie. The first day I helped her move. Second day I went over, she cooked the food with best friend. She told me to love him. She told me she loved him. A couple days, however this happened, whatever spiraled out of control. I'm over here. This girl asked me, would I buy her some $1,200 shoes? And for the people who've been following me, I'm about to verify this because I brought this up on my live with this same person before we was in the kitchen. So when she asked, I looked her dead in her face. I'm looking at her, she looking at me, we looking at each other. Get what I told her? Never. With the same aggression, it was the tone. I said, never. She was like, why not? I said, why would I? I could take the same $1,200 and start a business. I said, I'm a businessman at that. I said, I ain't into that material stuff. I never been a material dude. For the people who've been following me for the last 2 years, you ain't never seen me get on here and be dressed up and all spiffy. I do it here and there, but I don't care nothing about that stuff. So when she said, I said, man, I never do that. I was like, that's crazy. So I started getting into financial literacy because at this point, I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna check you the right way though. Why? Like, I said, I don't even understand why people would do that. This is what she tell me. She said, see, majority of black men, when it comes to black women who like nice things, they automatically try to say we materialistic. I said, you are. She said, how you gonna say? I said, look at your closet. I said, that stuff is what makes you. Without it, I said, it's a status thing for you. I said, without it, you don't feel like you're who the Most High created you to be. If you don't have the Gucci, you don't have the Louis, you don't have the Balenci, if you ain't that stuff makes you. At that point, you're materialistic. You have tied yourself into the world. And then I said, I'll go even further to show you. Because after that, she ended up showing me another pair of shoes, and they was $600. She said, well, what about these? I said, you think because you split the price in half, I said $600 for something you're gonna put on your feet? I said, what? I said, why would I do that? She was like, I don't even see nothing wrong with it. I said, you don't see nothing wrong with that AMG Benz you drive either, do you? She was like, what's wrong with my Benz? I said, ain't nothing wrong with your Benz. I said, you know what it means? I said, do you know what it stands for? I said, have you ever done any history on the AMG Benz? I said, matter of fact, look up what AMG means. AMG is somebody's name. That is a business. Majority of the black people who over here who claim they want to do something with their life, I said, you represent brands of people's family. That is a family. I forgot where they from. Just look it up. He said himself in an interview, wherever I read it, I said the man who created the Benz said he created it for the people who like these types of toys because it's a status thing. You buy into the brand. The price ain't got nothing to do with that because of what kind of car it is. The price got something to do with people who think like you that it's a status thing, and when you drive through and like the rappers talk about in the AMG Benz, you automatically thinking people are tying that to success. No, they made it the way they made it and slapped the brand on it the way that they slapped it on it because people like you who like status and like that is the problem. And I said, with that alone being said, I said, I'll never do that. I did what I told her. I don't even like riding in your car. I don't even like riding in your car. So we leave that conversation alone, right? That conversation was done. Couple of days go by. Keep in mind, she had just moved in this apartment, right? So when I'm standing, she's sitting in her stool. She on the laptop. I hear her say, man, I don't want to pay this rent. I just looked over and I said, what a bait move that is. She think that's not gonna work. So when she say that, she turned, she was like, I ain't even trying to, I'm not gonna offer to pay for it neither, if that's what you thinking. If that's what you thinking, you offered me to come and stay here with the intentions of eventually you was gonna ask me for some money. You just asked me about a $1,200 pair of shoes, just and then went to a $600 pair of shoes. Couple of days done passed. Now you done threw up. You got to pay your rent. You just moved in here. There's no way that your rent is already due again. Who you think you talking to? So that's what I holler out. I said, what you I said, how much is it? I think it was like 15 or 16 or whatever it was. I said, whoo, let's do it. I don't care nothing about people's opinion. I don't care nothing about what people think of me. I don't care if you call me conservative. I don't care if you call me fugitive, fugal. I don't care if you call me cheap. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I come from nothing. I come from the mud. I believe in financial literacy. I believe in prioritizing my life. I'm not the type of man ever who gonna try to do something extra for me. I'm not gonna do that. It just ain't gonna work on me. And if you feel some type of way about that, I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Take care of yourself. I'm gonna go and push on up out of here. So when she said that, I said, she really tried that. I said, that was up. Couple of days go by. For the women who know about the Telfar purse, right? So the Telfar purse done hit. She asked me if my daughter liked the Telfar purse. She asked me what I called my daughter to see if she liked it. So I hit my daughter on. Hey, you know about the Telfar? She said, you talking about the little bitty? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, she know about it. She was like, well, let me talk to her real quick. I said, I fell for that one. I said, hold on real quick, baby. I didn't even want, I said, here you go. I give her the phone. Hey, babe. She walked off with my phone. When she walked, she said, hey, girl. Hey, babe, how you doing? She get to talking to my child as if me and her was a couple. What is you doing? You don't think you want to see it? My daughter wanted the purse. You know what I'm saying? So she gets to doing all of this, and your daddy, girl, and your daddy. I said, well, this right here is getting out of hand. She getting a little too out of control. That's all you wanted to know if she wanted the purse or not. So look, she give me the phone back on. I told my daughter, hey, I'm gonna call you back in just a second, okay? All right, look, bye. I get off the phone. I said, what up? So what's up with the person? She was like, oh yeah, my homegirl, I got a plug on the person and this and that. She was like, I'm gonna send it to her when they get here and all this and that, right? A day or two go by again. I probably ain't at this house a total of 10 days. Let me say that. She texted me. She was like, I'm just so frustrated and upset right now and this and that. I was like, what's going on? She was like, he broke his phone again. I'm saying, who broke their phone? She hit back. Her son. I hit her back. Commercial break me real quick, please. Hey, if you ain't already following me, do me a favor. Hit that follow button. Hit the follow button and double tap the screen. Nah, that ain't, my daddy don't call that phone. He called this phone. Hold on. Somebody just called my phone. Might be her. If you ain't already following me, do me a favor, hit the follow button. What's up, Angela? What are you doing? Change my phone. I just put it on Do Not Disturb. I didn't realize I didn't have it on there. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Dig that. So look, check this out. Okay, so boom. So I said, what happened? She said, he broke his phone again. I said, that is my daddy right there. Hold on real quick. What's up, Dad? Oh my. Dig. How long you gonna be at work? I'm on my TikTok live right now. Okay, look. All right, supervisor. Okay, so boom. So this girl, she asking about the terrified person. The terrified person she's supposed to be getting it for my daughter. Now she telling me her son done broke his phone again. And then she say in the message, I ain't got time to be paying for no electronics that he keep breaking. I said, this the third time this woman done threw out something and she thinking I'm going to take the bait and I'm going to pay for something. You done already asked me about the shoes. You done threw up the rent. Now you're throwing up your son's phone. So look, check this out. So I come back. I get to the house, right? Me and son go outside. When we go outside, he getting ready to lay his phone on the ground. Before he lay his phone on, what's up, my guy? What's up, big bug? Before he lay his phone on the ground, I said, give me the phone. When he give me the phone, guess what? I examine the phone. I look at the phone, flip the phone again, looked at it upside down, looked up. I said, this is, listen, okay, y'all know I'm serious. This is my exact move. I said, this, I don't look broke to me. Who she thinks she for? So we get ready to go in the house, right? When we walking up the steps, I walk my little bow-legged tail up the steps. Now I got to manipulate the child. I got to manipulate the child on the house. I said, man, you got to quit breaking your phones, man. He said, I ain't break my phone. I said, I said, you ain't never broke his phone? He said, no, I ain't never broke one. He said, it's got a crack on it. That's it. He said, you take it. He said, it's got a little crack right there. I said, yeah, there's a little crack. He said, but I ain't never broke my phone. I said, okay. I said, all right. We ain't gonna. I said, that's cool. So we get on in the house, right? We get in the house, close the door. Doom. At this point, I'm looking at her, right? And I'm thinking to myself, who is this woman? Who sent you? What is going on with this? I said, this is starting to get out of control. You're a different kind of crazy at this point, you know. Then I don't say that. I say that, listen, a couple of days go by again, a day or so go by. We sitting in the living room, right? She talking about taking trips. She get to talking about taking trips. I said, look, check this out. I said, I don't know what type of dude you think I am. I said, I ain't that. She's like, what do you mean? I go on and read it. I go on and run everything down to her. I said, you asked me about $1,200 shoes, then $600 per shoe. I said, you threw up your rent. You told me your son's phone was broke. The phone ain't broke. She said, well, he cracked it. I said, that's not the same as he broke it. And then now you talking about taking trips. I said, do you not see what's going on? I said, for one, my truck is gone. I said, I ain't gonna blame you. I said, but you are most definitely. I said, you partial to blame at this point because of how you moving. I said, I was telling you no. And I was telling you no on the basis of if this get out of hand, I knew this could happen. I basically done lost all my stuff. My bedroom suit is gone. My bedroom suit is gone. My living room suit is gone. My truck is gone that I spent $15,000 for. The apartment I was paying $18,000, that I paid $1,800 a month. That's basically gone. And since I've been here, you've been trying to figure out how to spend money since I've been here. I said, yeah, I eat that. I said, that was up. I eat it. Yeah. It was mine. I said, I eat that. I said, I'm gonna eat that. I said, but this is what I said. I'm starting to feel like you partially to blame for this, and you don't care nothing about it. I said, You don't care nothing about this. My whole life is basically flipped upside. You don't care nothing about that. So I'm sitting outside on the balcony that same night. I'm talking to my auntie. As I'm talking to my auntie asked me, was I all right? I said, man, nah, I ain't doing all right. But when I say that, my voice crack a little bit. I get emotional. So that night when I come in, we sitting on the couch, she finally asked me, how was I doing? And get what I told her. I said, at this point, it's hard to even receive that from you. I said, because you didn't care at first. I said, you asking now because you heard what I was telling my auntie on the balcony. You don't care. I said, then not only that, I said, you talking about spending money. Both of my bank accounts and my PayPal was hacked. Both of my bank accounts. I had to call and cancel both of my cards. I said, not only was my bank accounts hacked and my PayPal hacked, I said my entire YouTube channel was deleted. Every single video was deleted. I literally had to start completely over. Only thing you've been talking about doing is spending money since I've been around you. And then now you only asking me if I'm straight because you heard me talking to my auntie. I said, man, this is crazy. I said, man, that ain't. And then she's still trying to talk. But then I explained to her, listen to me, commercial break me, please. I said, I don't know if women do this too, but I know as a man, we do this. The minute my mind has been made up that I have that I have an idea about you, you ain't gonna be able to change it. So the minute you made me start thinking you was materialistic, it's nothing you can say or do to make me think that you're not materialistic. The minute I said to myself, only thing you want is some money, it ain't nothing you can say or do to change my mind that you don't want. Oh yeah, that's exactly what you want. You want some money. The minute you trying to, that's dead. It's over with. So any chances of me and you continuing on anything to trying to build something, that's dead. So at this point, it's literally let me get my stuff together and go ahead and make, and so I can make my move. Now, y'all ain't gonna believe this. The next day after that, we sitting in the car in the driveway. She been wanting to talk to the girl that I was in the situation in. She been also saying she wanted to talk to her. She kept saying, I want to talk to her. I want to talk to her. I'm at, why do you want to talk to her? You know the situation, know what's going on. Why do you want to talk to her? She was like, I just want to talk. I said, no. You just want to be in the mix of everything that's going on. So get what I tell her. I'm going to let you talk to her. I give her the phone number. Go and call her. So we're sitting in the car chilling, right? We're sitting in the car chilling. She talking to this girl. And then she talking to her. I don't care what the girl telling her on the phone. I know who I am. I know what I've done. I know what I didn't do. The only thing I'm concerned about at this point is I'm trying to see what idea or what kind of information you trying to get. So whatever it is that you're trying to do. So we sitting here and I'm chilling. She get out the phone. As soon as she get out the phone, y'all think I'm playing? Her first question was, what is your financial situation? I said, do what? She said, what is your financial situation? I said, don't never ask me no question like that. But I said, what makes you think you could, why are you asking about my money at this point? Why are you asking or about my bread? This is what she said. Because if me and you, whatever, as a woman, and I think any woman or whatever, they should know what. I said, you got it twisted there. I said, I ain't even been, at this point, I probably ain't even been here a total of 10 days. You asked about my financial situation. And not only you asked about my financial situation, you trying to flip your words and try to say that you're supposed to be entitled to know what a man's financial situation is so you can see what you're getting yourself into. I said, I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life. I said, matter of fact, you better not, no woman I'm ever dealing with in a total of a week tops better not dare ask me about my finances and expect me to give her. I said, dude, what? I said, so if you was kicking it with a man, right? And a man said, how much money you got in your bank account? As a woman, would you feel some type of way? Now, would you? She was like, if he want to ask me that, he can ask. I said, that ain't what I asked you. If a grown man asks a woman, how much money you get? What in a total of 7 days? What you think that woman gonna think? You sitting here, you watch my social media. Now you've been around me a couple of days. You know about my book sales. Before my YouTube got deleted, I told you a little bit about my YouTube. You know I got a clothing line. You know I have a social media presence. You done asked me about $1,200 shoe, $600 shoe, try to throw out to pay you rent. Then you try to run game on me because with the Telfar purse, what you were trying to do is you was trying to recoup that money so it looked like you bought my daughter a purse when really the truth of the matter is when you try to say that your son's phone was broke and how much that phone was going to cost, I was going to send you that money back, which was really going to be me paying for my daughter's purse. But it was going to be you the one who went and got it. And then you turn around and then you want to take trips. Then after you want to take trips, you want to talk to this girl. When you get on the phone with this girl, you asking me, what is my financial situation? I said, man, this is beyond me. I said, this crazy. Like, who does that? Who does that? So my homegirl, daughter about to graduate, right? I go to North Carolina. When I go to North Carolina, I end up filing to get an apartment. When I put in the application for the apartment, it came back and I got it. So I texted her and I told her, when I get back, I'm moving in my apartment. Sent her the screenshot. She asked me, why did you do that? What you mean, why did I do that? Huh? You thought you were finna keep me over there so I could pay your bills? No, that ain't what's going on. Listen, you do what? Woman, lady, ma'am. I come back moving to the apartment, right? I come back moving to the apartment. I quit talking to her. I quit talking to her. I get a message out of the blue. How you doing? This, and that. Just checking on you. This, and that. You want to go to my mama house in Vegas? Now you. No, I don't want to. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to Vegas. I don't want to go to Vegas and meet mom. You giving me voodoo vibes at this point. You giving me, you trying to put something on me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's over with. That's over with. But listen, I wasn't even gonna do this story, right? The only reason I ended up doing this story was because this woman level of manipulation and crazy started getting way out of control. So I called my daughter yesterday. Listen to what I'm gonna tell you, dog. I called my daughter yesterday. I'm talking to her about a situation. She said, who you talking about? She said, you talking about the woman with the purse? I said, no, I ain't talking about her. Why you say her? She said, because she messaged me on Instagram the other day. I said, she did what? She said, she messaged me on Instagram the other day. I said, what did she say? Hold on. She said she messaged me on Instagram the other day. Hold on, because I won't block the name now. And then what she tell my child. She ain't know. She said, hey, boo, I'll mail your purse Saturday, I promise. I figured your dad hold on. I figured your dad would send it to you. He's been over here a few times. Check this out. But he has a lot going on. I super, super love you. She said, but I have to try to get all these things connected. She said, and get your dad out of my space for a while to get over this. She said, it's been driving me crazy since the beginning. You know how it is with men. I stopped right there. I stopped. You have told my child you super, super love her. Then you have told my child you know how it is with men. That's on. That's on Instagram right there. So when she messaged my child, I started having flashbacks of when she was trying to use her child. Let me give you the story. So when I'm listen, when I'm getting ready to leave this, I'm trying to get out of this situation, right? We sitting outside where it ain't no porch, like we sitting where the steps at. We sitting where the steps at. And while we sitting outside in the step, I'm telling her, look, that ain't what I'm on, this ain't what I want to do. I'm explaining why I don't. She instantly started crying. So when she started crying, she started going into why just like can't nobody love me. I know I'm a good woman and this and that. I don't understand why this and that. I was like, what in the? I'm talking about boo-hooing tears, and I was like, Then she started talking about how she was treated in her marriage, the physical abuse, the verbal abuse, all this and all that, right? So I'm listening to this and she crying. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to hold my composure because I ain't gonna lie to you. I had no emotional connection. I didn't even care at this point. And I'm not taking you serious. You literally trying to manipulate me and you want me to move in a way as if I supposed to feel some type of way. So I'm not responding at all. And she was like, just hold on real quick, just hold on. She literally walked in the house. When she opened the door, she called her son name. She bring her son outside after she done wiped her ass. Her son say, "Mommy, what's wrong?" I said, what is going on here? She said, I just want to tell you. She was like, we want to tell you something. No, we don't got nothing to tell him. So when she say, well, me and Joe, we've decided, and by this time I lean in and I said, what is you doing? He ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, what is you doing? She was like, he's okay, he's old enough, he can handle it. I said, ooh-wee. She said, well, me and Joe, we done decided we don't want to be together and we're not going to be together and Joe's not going to be living here and he's got his own apartment and this and that. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is... Then she goes to say, how do you feel about that? I said, what is you doing? What are you? I said, man, hey, home. I said, you can go on in the house. She said, no, hold on. She said, how do you feel about that? I said, he said, I don't want to talk about it. So he walked off in the house, right? When he walked off, I said, what? Why did you just do that? She was like, because he's old enough and I have open conversations with him all the time. I'm very transparent with him. I want him to know what's going on so he can prepare himself for what? I only been around you for 10 days, tops. Why is you out here crying in front of your son and telling your son, me and you done decided, what is you talking about? What are you doing? So, homie, I can't make this stuff up, dog. I'm going to put it on YouTube, Shamika. Listen, I can't make this stuff up. I can show you messages. I got another message probably about 2 weeks ago where she tell me, he's still asking about you. She said, he come in my room the other day and asked me, is it okay to call Joe dad? I said, I know for a fact this boy ain't said this. What is you talking about? I know for a fact this boy ain't came into your room, told you he missed me, and turned around and asked you, can he call me daddy? I said, dude, what? Hey, home. I can't make this stuff up.